Happy New Year and welcome to Make a Difference, the show about how volunteers are making a difference every day right here in Montgomery County. I'm your host, Sandy Smith, and we welcome you here with us via Zoom. January 17th is a day dedicated to remembering Dr. King, a man who both lived and died in service to others. We have the pleasure of speaking with two guests today. Jim Stowe, Director of Montgomery County Office of Human Rights, and Melissa Jackson Cannon, Senior Program Manager, MLK Day of Service. Welcome, Jim and Melissa.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So Melissa, let's begin with you.
Sure.
It's hard to believe that we are very much still in the midst of this pandemic. That being said, will the MLK Day of Service be in virtual mode again?
That's a great question. This year, like last year, looks a little different from what we've done in the past. We know everyone looks forward to the big MLK Day of Service celebrations and volunteer activities. We wanted to still provide volunteers those opportunities to give back. So with that said, we are doing kind of a hybrid, some virtual, some home-based, some in person. Different partner sites and organizations, some are doing things in person, either at their own sites like churches or parks. And a lot of organizations are also hosting home-based activities where volunteers can complete projects at home and then drop them off.
Great. So what types of opportunities are available for those that feel comfortable being in person?
Absolutely. So we have a few small on-site activities. Comfort Cases, a beloved backpack packing initiative for foster children. They're hosting a couple of slots for us to have volunteers go on-site and pack those backpacks. And Women Who Care Ministries is also hosting a day-long meal packing event for children for weekend meals. And also Journeys Crossing, one of our longtime partners now, in partnership with the AKA sorority Xi Sigma Omega chapter, are hosting several on-site activities and projects the day of MLK. Volunteers can sign up for one of two time slots. And then once they're there, sign up for two different projects that they want to do while they're there on site, and they can get those things done.
Great. I'm a member of Xi Sigma Omega, and I know we are doing a week-long week of service, I should say. What about the county? Will the services extend for the whole week, or are we going back to just the one day?
So like your sorority, we are doing a week-long event running from Saturday to Saturday, January 15th through the 22nd. And volunteers can sign up for activities that are happening all throughout that week. So the Volunteer Center itself, we are hosting a few activities, some letter writing activities. We're doing our paracord bracelets with Operation Gratitude again. A few different no-sew fleece blanket making projects. We're doing some ones for veterans in hospice in partnership with Montgomery Hospice. And then we're doing some other blankets that will be going to Comfort Cases to go in those backpacks. And then some blankets will also be going to the Up-County Hub for families in need.
Lots of great activities.
We have a ton.
Jim, what is this year's theme? I know you do a different theme every year. What's this year's theme?
This year, we are excited about this whole concept of ordinary people doing extraordinary things for the fight for freedom. As we all know that there were so many folks whose names we know, we talk about them all the time, whether it be Rosa Parks, for instance, or certainly Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as another example, and so many other folks. But sometimes it's those persons that we had no idea that he or she played a role we want to highlight this year. And so we're doing so. Some of the folks, by the way, are not folks for whom that you might think then that you would associate with the movement, but they were very much involved. I'll give you some examples here.
Okay.
Nina Simone.
Love Nina
Harry
Simone.
Belafonte. Mahalia Jackson. Stevie Wonder. Joan Baez. Now we know them obviously in their more entertainment kind of role and actor and so forth, but they were very much involved in the movement and really put their careers on the line. We're going to highlight that this year. And also we're going to come back and highlight some local folks. Now, those folks we're going to keep under wraps for just a little bit longer. So we're excited about that. So the theme again is ordinary people doing extraordinary things in the fight for freedom.
I love it. I love it. And I mean, a lot of people don't remember, if you weren't alive then, that Stevie Wonder was instrumental in having MLK Day even recognized as a holiday, along with many others. But um, I'm too young to remember that myself,
Well,
but
I
I
too,
heard about it.
I too, I had to go online, by the way, and find all this
Right,
out.
right.
So I too am similarly situated. But I must tell you that Stevie Wonder spent almost 20 years of his life dedicated to making sure that this holiday got recognized, and starting initially, of course, with the song "Happy Birthday" that many of us
Yes.
know as being that way of sort of getting it in the whole sort of of atmosphere, if you will, and radar screen, if you will, of all of us across this country. So absolutely, he really, really laid on the line and for this great, great man.
Will the program be virtual?
No, we're going to try to do a little something different as well. We're going to try to give folks a choice. There may
Okay.
be some folks who are still not yet comfortable, and we understand that, right? So
Right.
we're going to do also a hybrid ourselves, but we want people to come out to, again, the Music Center at Strathmore will be
Okay.
our location again this year. That's our home for this event. We're very excited about that. And so, but at the same time, we will be again live streaming then to the community
Mhm.
this event as well. So you can do both things, but we're really encouraging persons to come out. We've got plenty of room in that space, certainly to be able to give again the space necessary to be safe in that environment. And so that should not be a problem. And so please come out and be a part of this special event. It's just so much more when we kind of come together in person to be able to bond together around this meaningful holiday.
I love it. That sounds fantastic. Are you looking for volunteers for that specific event? People to help seat people, take tickets, or is that coming strictly through the Strathmore?
We'll be primarily again, just trying to make sure that we stay safe again.
Yes.
Having then the Strathmore crew really handle those activities. But as we look at things that come down the pike, things are still evolving. And so I want persons who have an interest to still let us know they have an interest. And as opportunities come along, we certainly want to make sure that that's a part of it. I will say, I've been remiss if I did not add this piece to it as well. We are involving, however, Montgomery County Public Schools in this event.
Okay.
We are asking them to come up with a song or with a piece of poetry or a reading that we will in fact feature in this program as well. So that will be yet another part that they can play. And we try to find ways to help our students with their volunteer hours, as it were. So we are doing a little bit of volunteering now. So I'll make sure we get that in too now. And so we are trying to make sure that that opportunity does exist and working with Montgomery County Public Schools in that effort. So that volunteer opportunity will be there in the form of, again, our young people, again, learning some important significance to this whole theme and concept of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, again, through maybe a poem or, again, spoken word or even a song.
I love it. I love it. So Melissa, what other opportunities? Jim just mentioned one that's available through the county for SSL hours. What other opportunities do you know of that are available right now or soon for family projects possibly, or even for individual students to earn SSL hours?
I would say the vast majority of our projects, students can earn SSL hours. The only things that really don't give SSL hours are those donation drop-off drive style projects, but pretty much anything else at all of our partner sites, the MCVC projects, the paracord bracelets, the letter writing, the fleece blankets, all those projects, students can receive SSL hours, and they're great family-friendly activities as well.
Great. And how do students complete those all important forms?
So for example, I know last year we did kind of a hybrid email to credit students for those hours. For all the projects that students will be dropping off at the volunteer center, we will be giving them their physical forms, just like we've done in the past at the Marriott. So students will get their hours on their form on site when they drop off.
Okay, perfect. And finally, for both of you, what websites should our viewers visit to find out all of this information and more?
So for all the volunteer projects, please go to www.montgomeryserves.org. On that website, you'll see an events tab, and there's one for MLK Day. You click on that page, and we will, starting in a couple of weeks, have all or several of our projects displayed there, and you can click anywhere to sign up for them and to see all the projects that we have in our database. And if you have any questions, please email servicedays@montgomerycountymd.gov.
Wonderful. And Jim, not only for volunteer opportunities, but also for SSL hours, but also how do people get tickets to this event, the program at the Strathmore? I'm trying to get tickets myself.
Well, what we're going to do again this year is that they'll be available through the Music Center at the Strathmore, their box office. You can be able to then call there and get the information. We're not yet ready yet, so just hold on just a wee bit longer. But when we do in fact open up, we'll be getting out a press release to that effect, letting people know that we're now live, as it were, in terms of getting tickets to go. As always, our tickets are free to the public. We do want you to, in fact, get a ticket so we know that you're in the building, and make sure that, again, from a safety standpoint, we're aware of that and can be governed by that as far as protocols are concerned. In terms of information, they can go to, again, www.montgomerycountymd.gov/human rights. And you should be able to see a big section about the whole MLK event, all the information concerning performances, and also how you can get tickets as well. We're working with Montgomery County Public Schools on identifying young people who will be involved in the SSL hours, and the forms will be, again, necessary for them to participate, and all they'll be available then through their schools. So we should be able to get all that people need to know from that website.
Wonderful. We've been speaking with Jim Stowe and Melissa Jackson Cannon. Thank you both for all of your hard work making MLK Week of Service a success. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, always a pleasure.
If you're interested in volunteer opportunities, please go to our website, montgomeryserves.org. I'm your host, Sandy Smith. If you're looking for a New Year's resolution, how about committing some time to volunteering? We must honor Dr. King and his legacy by continuing his work of service to others. Thank you for joining us, and let's be sure to make a difference.